Have you ever seen an athlete take a brutal hit, and instead of breaking down, they come back looking like a completely different person? Well, that's exactly what's happening right now with Sophie Cunningham. From the hardwood of the WNBA to suddenly looking like a Hollywood superstar, a wrestling icon, and even a model who just walked out of a magazine cover. Sophie's transformation after her injury is leaving fans speechless. And here's the question that everyone's asking. Right now, should Sophie actually quit basketball and take over wrestling, or maybe even Hollywood? Seriously, I couldn't believe my own eyes when I saw her latest pictures. The same Sophie who once took some of the hardest hits in the far league now looks like she's ready to headline WrestleMania or star in the next blockbuster action movie. Let's rewind for a second. We all remember the brutal injury that sidelined Sophie. At that moment, many thought her career might be slowing down. Some even whispered, "She's done." But instead of letting that injury define her, Sophie did something unbelievable. She turned the pain into power. While most players take time off to recover, Sophie went through a transformation that feels like a storyline straight out of WWE or Hollywood. Her workouts got harder, her style got bolder, and the way she carries herself now. It's like she's not just an athlete anymore. She's a brand, a statement, a phenomenon. Fans online are literally asking, is this the same Sophie Cunningham? Or did she just unlock her final form? Because let's be real, she doesn't just look like a basketball player anymore. She looks like a superstar. Like someone who could walk into a wrestling ring tomorrow, slam the competition, and walk out with a championship belt. And honestly, some people are saying Sophie might actually be more dangerous outside of basketball now. Imagine her in the wrestling world. That fearless energy, that strong physique, that fire in her eyes. She'd be unstoppable. Or picture her in Hollywood, on the big screen. Not just playing a role, but stealing every single scene. The bad girl hero, the one audiences can't take their eyes off. Doesn't she fit that image perfectly right now? Here's where it gets even crazier. During her injury recovery, Sophie didn't hide away like so many athletes do. She started modeling. Yes, actual modeling. And these weren't just casual Instagram photos. These were shots that had people saying, wait, is this Sophie Cunningham or a professional model? That's when fans started to realize her injury might have been a turning point. Not the end of her career, but the start of something much bigger.
Pretty cool stat, but also knowing our personnel, we shouldn't even have to get down to that. We need to, I'm so distracted. What is going on? Dang. Dude, turn that off. Gosh. I think for us, like, we got to start from the jump, to be honest. Like, we're too good of a defensive team and we have too many athletes on our team that it should.
I get tired a lot, but I never get tired of it. Because for me, I remember when I was a little kid and I used to sit there and think about how lucky I would be if someday people cared about the words that I wrote. Or how lucky I would be if someday I was just walking to the mall and saw some little girl walking by with my face on her shirt. And when you spend so much
What's Caitlin Clark searching for? Oh wait, boom, it's Sophie Cunningham.
But here's the million-dollar question that I want to ask you. Should Sophie quit basketball right now and go all in on wrestling or Hollywood? Think about it. She's already proven herself in the WNBA. She's taken the hits, she's played the games, she's built the reputation. But now she's got a new look, a new aura, a new energy that feels bigger than basketball. Some fans believe she's destined to shock the world in another industry. Others say, no, she belongs on the court. Basketball is her true home. But what do you think? Should Sophie stay or should she leave? Now let's really imagine this for a second. Picture Sophie walking down the ramp of a wrestling arena. The lights are flashing. The crowd is screaming. Her entrance music drops, and she steps into the ring with that fearless smile we all know.
them. So like, give me the tall heels. Why not? Those heels are sometimes not comfortable, let me tell you, especially with some sprained ankles. But you know, beauty is pain. You know, honestly, I think my very first fit is the one that was like most head turning. Like my stylist helped me with that one because that was like so outside my box. Like I've never done that before, but I loved it. And so I think my first fit was my favorite.
Would you pay to see that match? I know I would. Or imagine Sophie starring in a Hollywood action film. She's the lead. Fearless, confident, powerful. She does her own stunts. She throws the punches. She looks absolutely unstoppable. Wouldn't that movie sell out theaters instantly? This is why her transformation is so insane. She's not just back from injury, she's reborn. And that's what makes this story so different. Because usually, when an athlete gets hurt, the conversation is all about recovery timelines. When will they return? Will they be the same player? But with Sophie, the conversation has shifted completely. Nobody's asking if she'll be the same. They're asking if she'll even stay. She's crossed over into something bigger. She's playing with psychology, with image, with power. And fans are eating it up.
Hey guys, we're all here at the Indiana State Fair. I said,
So, now I'll leave it to you. Do you want to see Sophie Cunningham come back to basketball? Or do you want to see her shock the world by joining wrestling or Hollywood? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because honestly, I can't decide myself. All I know is, whatever Sophie chooses next, it's going to be unbelievable. Because this isn't just a comeback story. This is a transformation story. And Sophie Cunningham? She's no longer just a basketball player. She's a phenomenon. And hey, if you enjoyed this breakdown of Sophie's insane transformation, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on the bell. Because trust me, this story isn't over. Not even close.
it's not always easy being like a 6'1", 160-pound girl. Like, let's be honest, my shoulders are wide, I look like a brick, but you know what? I embrace that, and I think that's super